Hi, my name is Mebrouk Ahmed Ramy and I'm the founder and CEO of Nrecycli. As you know, we as consumers rely on various products and services in order to fulfill our daily needs. The issue with these products is that they often come packaged, a package that is designed for short use lifespan and which does not biodegrade. They are product of a system of economy called the linear economy. As you might know, since the first industrial revolution, the world has been evolving following a linear economy system. It is basically a line to where we are taking products, taking resources, making products, using products, and disposing of products. So each time we are consuming one product that is packaged, the line ends up there. The issue is that each time we go all over the line, we end up with lesser and lesser resources from one side, but more and more waste from the other side. This has proven to have catastrophic environmental impact, as the 2017 report from the World Wildlife Foundation shows that the Mediterranean Sea has basically become this big plastic trap for where 134 species of marine life, which means turtles, birds and fish, are suffering from direct plastic ingestion. 95% of the floating debris in the Mediterranean Sea is actually plastic, and it is coming from the sea. Some key numbers of Algerian domestic waste provided by the Algerian Waste Agency in 2014 shows that Algeria is producing 11 million tons of assimilated domestic waste per year, with a 3% growth per year, with each citizen being responsible of 0.8 kilograms of waste per day, with plastic ranging from 12 to 17% and being speculated to have risen until 30% by 2020. Algeria only recycles 10% of its 11 million tons of assimilated waste. We went and asked, how is this 10% recycled? They are recycled following a process called circular economy. Circular economy is an innovative process that aims at making the most out of resources while minimizing the waste production. It is a process that is, of course, inspired from nature, to where nothing is lost but everything is constantly transformed. A zoom on the Algerian circular economy ecosystem shows that we basically have consumers which are depositing unsorted waste in the Algerian domestic waste bin. We have informal collectors which come and manually collect the recyclables from the common bin to then transport and sell them to the local recycling industry. We approached each of these segments with one question: why aren't you recycling more than 10%? For consumers, we found out that the main reason was the lack of guidance on what and how to sort waste and how to contribute to the recycling industry. Secondly, they don't have access to the recycling industry, to the recycling loop. And third of all, most of them don't see any interest in doing that. We approached the informal collectors and asked them, why aren't you guys recycling more than 10%? Most of them told us that manual waste sorting is time and effort consuming. They have inefficient volumes of recyclable materials since they have to do this by hand, manually, with the prices being highly unstable. We then went and approached the recycling industry and asked, alright guys, so you are the guys responsible of recycling the 10%. Why aren't you doing more? We found out that most of them rely on informal collectors, with the volume that they receive of recyclables being highly unregulated and low, which then gets the prices to be fluctuant and unregulated, with non-efficient production cycles. This is where our team at Nrecycli worked on this issue with a special value proposition for each segment. The idea was very basic. It was to disrupt this existing model with Nrecycli, the online platform, and add up collection points at the middle. The idea was that consumers will be trained in order to sort their waste at home, and then to check out our mapping to discover the nearest collection point where they drop off the recyclables and receive points on their user account. Collection points, each time they get their fulfillment, they can only press one button in order to call out one of our formalized collectors, which were informal, which are then formalized, which come and take the recyclables without having to sort them manually. They are pre-sorted by the consumers to transport and sell them to the recycling industry. We also figured out that companies which are producing the goods that are turned later down the loop into waste have a part of responsibility. We believe that they are part of the problem and that they should be part of the solution. So we approached some big companies and asked them if they would be able to sponsor us with goods and products for our consumers. This has given them a nice outlet for their social and environmental responsibility, and most of them were more than willing to take their extended producer responsibility at hand using Nrecycli. Our user experience. For our user experience, we really wanted to focus on our users to give them the most pleasant journey ever. So it is something that combines high-tech with low-tech. We wanted to take abroad more inclusive parts of the community with giving them a solution that could be high-tech but that is still low-tech solution. It basically starts with a subscription at our website. With a simple subscription, the consumers get a free training on waste sorting, and they get directly directed to the nearest collection point in order to drop off their sorted recyclables. With each dropout, they receive points on their user account. These points can later on be translated into products and services given by one of our partners. Our objective is to really implement this project on a small scale, to monitor, develop and reprocess the local loop, and to eventually maximize the impact by doing a scale and repeat model. You of course can help us make it better by joining our community on social media at Nrecycli, or joining us on the mobile app or on the website www.nrecycli.com. Or you can join our ongoing fundraising program by scheduling a meetup at contact@nrecycli.com. And to finish this, I would like to say that we are Nrecycli. We do not like waste, and hopefully together we are closing the loop. Thank you for your attention.